Today I'm going to do a quick unboxing and review of the Model 3 Key Fob. We'll talk about what works, what doesn't, and some interesting quirks about the fob. So Darcy and I are out on a drive right now over to Home Depot. You can't see her in this camera, but I'll show you on the other one. We're going to get some extra parts to temporarily secure a door before a new steel door shows up, and a couple of other little things. And I figured this was a great time to do a video on the Model 3 Key Fob and how it works, what it does, what it doesn't do, and share that with you guys so you can make a decision if you want to add one to your set of keys or not. What's up, everyone? Sorry it's been a while since I posted. It's been a crazy week, to say the least. I'm not sure I've mentioned it on the channel before because I was trying to keep it a little quiet, but my wife is having a couple of health issues. She lost vision in one of her eyes. They've been doing all sorts of testing. Haven't figured out what's causing it yet. And last week she was in for a checkup and they decided to get a little bit more aggressive. So she's in for a hospital stay for 6 days. They're doing plasmapheresis, which is basically filtering antibodies out of her blood and then putting her blood back in. I really hope it works. Stressful time for her, and I want to be there, which is why I haven't been around. I've been hanging out in the hospital, helping to take care of her. The second thing, not to add to that, but is that someone broke into my garage on Monday night. They kicked open a side door and stole 3 bikes, my camera drone, a couple other little things. Super frustrating and scary. I was actually out of town when it happened, but my wife was home, my dog was home. Neither of them knew that it happened until a couple days later. They just hadn't gone into the garage. They didn't wake up. It happened at 4 a.m. So we caught the guy in camera. It's a crappy old Nest webcam, but at least it's something to prove that it actually happened. Filed a police report, have an insurance claim in. So, not the end of the world, but it is pretty scary. It's nerve-wracking. So it's changing some of my security policies around the house. We've got exterior cameras going up that I've put up. I'm going to have a couple more in the garage, one at each of the potential entryways into the house, and then the security system is coming shortly after that. So if at some point you guys can figure out where I live, don't try and break in, because I will catch you. So I'll pick up where I left off in the unboxing. And hey, I'm not very good at this. This is the first time I've done one of these, so we'll just go through it in 2x fast forward. But basically what comes in the box is the fob, which looks like a little car, 2 batteries, and that's about it. So I checked around to see if there was any paperwork. There isn't any extra. In addition, I got the little rubber strap with a key ring for the fob. I figured, why not? We'll see what it looks like, see how it works. So 1 battery goes in, so they send you an extra. We'll put the cover back on here. And then I will put it in the keychain to see how it works. It's a nice tight fit. Goes around, you still can see the car and the windows. Does not shake, does not feel like it's going to fall out at all. And there it is. Pairing of the fob is super easy. You just go into the security section, click add, you place the fob where the keycard reader is. It's actually a little farther back than I had thought. Once it picks up the fob, it asks you to place the keycard there. You do the same. It validates that that card already has access and grants access to the new fob, and it calls it unknown key. You can then go in and rename your key to anything you want. I just named it fob, and there you go. The reason I got a key fob, which I never thought I would because the phone works just fine. I've been very happy with it. No Bluetooth issues. It just seems to always work. You know, sometimes I have to shift a little bit if I have the phone in my back pocket, but other than that, works great. But the reason I got it is going on a ski trip in a little bit, and I'm not going to tell you guys when because I don't feel safe anymore. But I wanted to be able to have my in-laws and my brother-in-law use the car if they wanted to. I know I could give them a key card, but I like having a backup key card in my wallet just in case something goes wrong with my phone or my battery dies. And I wanted something that they were used to, that they could kind of pick up, carry around, that they just know what's going on with, right? It's normal. So I ordered the fob. I paired it a couple of nights ago. The pairing process is super easy. That got me thinking maybe the fob actually has RFID or NFC in it, the same as the card. And I was wondering, hey, can you use it identically? Do you have to turn the fob on to make it work? You know, will the fob work without a button? So I'm going to test a couple of those out once I get to the Home Depot parking lot. Pretty basic, pretty simple, gets the job done. They spent some good time on design and it looks great. No, don't eat that, Darcy. All right, so now with Bluetooth turned off, I got my key. I'm gonna walk over to the car and see if tapping on the window unlocks it. Look at that, it unlocks. And it locks. Same thing as just clicking the button. 2 is unlock. 1 is lock. You tap on the front of the key. I guess if you double tap on the front of the key, you get the frunk. And if you double tap on the back of the key, you get the trunk release. Though it doesn't pop, obviously. I might have to copy one of my friends off the internet and put in some stronger struts. Just a quick test here. If I try and put it, well, the key fob's on now, so I'm gonna have to try a test where I walk away, let it turn off. I assume that it's gonna go into sleep mode in a minute. I'll come back and show you what happens when the key is asleep and you try and use it. All right, Darcy and I are gonna go inside, but a couple of first thoughts on the key fob. One, the buttons are pretty sticky. I don't know if that'll break in. But other than that, other than not having passive entry, seems to work like a normal fob. All right, so Bluetooth is off on both phones, as you can see down there. I'm gonna try and put it into gear. And I'll get the tap the card, right? So, key fob, I haven't pushed a button. I haven't tapped it against the car, so I'm guessing it's in sleep mode, which is why it's not picking it up. If I go down here, Darcy's helping, and now we're good to go. Once again, sorry it took so long for me to upload. I'm gonna try and do it at a higher frequency, but obviously my wife comes first, so if she needs me there, I'm there, and these will come up when they come up. But thank you for watching. As always, if you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe. It'd be great if you like the video, if you want to share it with a friend or two. I'm really trying to get some more subscribers so that eventually I can make a little money off the channel, even if it's just to invest in new things that I do with the car. You know, I've spent a lot of money just on making videos and trying to do some of this stuff. So, you know, anything to offset that would be great. But again, thanks again. Until next time.